So I guess then in that case, what are some of the typical challenges then that executives come to you with? Like, what are some of the things that you're presented with in these corporate scenarios that you really feel it's necessary for a visual process consultant or facilitator to come in and help with?
Mhm. Yeah, it does. It does vary, and so it's everything from, well, as far as like client pain points, right? There are people who come to us experiencing kind of change, the friction or the discomfort of change. It's either through rapid growth, which is most times what we're seeing. Sometimes it's occasionally a merger or an acquisition where they've acquired a different team and a different culture and different strategic initiatives. And it's like, how do we fold this all together? But in general, it is, for better or worse, a misalignment, right? Like we don't have the people in the right seats. We don't even have the right roles identified yet. We've got 13 strategic initiatives that we're calling must-win battles, but our team can't tell us what they are, and they can't reflect the top 3 objectives this quarter. What do we do, right? It's getting everybody on the same page and aligned around either their vision, mission, values, strategy, you name it. But alignment is the name of the game for us. And so it's everything from those really high level organizational needs and kind of what would fall into the category of change management, down to at the department or division level. Let's say a team needs just an experience, a workshop, or even sometimes just a mural designed for them, that either we can come in and run for the team, or that we can train the trainer style to run for their team. But it's everything from visual storytelling to journey mapping, service model blueprints, customer experience journeys, to sometimes story brand, which helps the product or operations team tell a better story to the marketing department. It also could be something kind of fun, like a design sprint. I remember the last job we did at the old consultancy was a big design sprint for like the top Fortune 50 companies in the world. And it was just really fast paced and fun, and like a game show, and had everybody, kind of playing together. They were a customer advisory board, so it was just really fun and interactive, and everybody's getting to know each other. So everything from, and a design sprint is something you would typically run inside one organization to get people better at like design thinking or prototyping, problem solving, creative problem solving, all with the end result of innovation in mind. So innovation training, innovation consulting is always also part of it. So I know that's a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have a big toolbox of visual tools and consulting tools and facilitation tools and techniques and maps and methods to bring to bear on a wide array of problems. But really, it does come down to change, misalignment, fatigue, irrelevance. I mean, those are the big things that we hear from people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also heard in that, how you address those common challenges. So thanks for sharing, some of the tools that you actually do use, because I think that helps make more sense out of, I guess, what is to be expected in the process, which I think can be perhaps a little obscure for some people that aren't familiar with the craft or know that it even exists, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's helpful.
I mean, everybody thinks, oh my God, you're bringing in a consultant. They think, oh shit, what's wrong? Something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in trouble. A consultant's got to come in, right? Like, and it is that you get that image evoked of a guy with a briefcase who's going to come in and point at things and tell you what's wrong and tell you what to do, and then walk away, leaving you this bag of problems,
Yeah.
And I won't say that's not what happens with some consultants. I'm just saying that's not what we do. That's not how we do it, And, the other thing is, you say to an organization or to a team, we're bringing in a facilitator. to do a team exercise or something, how, no matter, it doesn't matter how you language that or spin that to your team. And we help people craft that really meticulously sometime, like how do you tell your team what we're about to do so that they're not, as resistant. But yeah, you cannot avoid thinking sometimes that, okay, a facilitator is going to come in, we're going to do this team building thing, it's going to be this fun silly thing, and then it's not, we're just going to be a waste of 2 to 4 hours, and everybody, then we go back to our jobs.
Mhm. Do you
Why
guys
do
do you address negativity like that? Is that something that you do come in and do for
Yeah, I mean, as
businesses?
much
Because
as we
that's a mindset.
can, we onboard the leadership to train their teams to communicate about that ahead of time as much as possible. And as much as possible, we address that in the room. As facilitators, we are trained to handle the pushback or the apathy or the silence or whatever's happening in the room, and kind of
Mhm.
working with that to kind of bring forth the best ideas or the best outcomes. So yeah, we address it.